Hey race fans, NASCAR Know-It-All here with your recap from Bristol. What a wreck fest it was. But Busch Beer tops all. What does Busch Beer you mean? Busch Beer means Kevin Harvick. Harvick scores his first win with the Busch car this season as he scores his second win of the season at Bristol Motor Speedway, his second win of that track. Harvick dominated the second half of the race by winning over Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, and Chris Buescher, who has now jumped into the top 30 in points after a solid run, and David Reagan finishing in the top 25. Kevin Harvick had a pretty good race car. He started deep mid-pack because he qualified 24th, but was able to work his way up to the front and was able to benefit from other guys having trouble. And he was able to score his first August win in that track. So pretty impressive by Kevin Harvick and Ronnie Childers. Childers told Harvick, "We've had cars that could have won the past 4 out of 5 races at Bristol, but haven't been able to seal the deal." They sealed the deal today. Chase Elliott finished 15th. It was a good day. We led the first portion of the race, which, by the way, was last night because they had to finish the rest of this race today after 47 laps. And we got involved in a little wreck. We fixed it and we finished 15th. It was a good day. I was pretty happy about it. And we still have a big points cushion over the cut line. So it's because of, especially with Buescher's top 5 finish, we hold a 47-point cushion over the cut line. So it was a really good day. And Jeff Gordon, perhaps maybe his last start in NASCAR, finished 11th in the Exalta Chevy today. He had a great car early on, fell back after he got up in the marbles in turn 4, but he was able to rebound and have a top 15, his best finish of the year, even though he's only run 4 races. So it was a good result for him. Kyle Busch had the dominant car of the day as he started 3rd in the race, led the first few laps before the delay from last night, and then the race resumed today. Unfortunately, something was going wrong with the left rear as after Harvick got by him as we were closing in on 200 laps to go, and he spun around and got wrecked and collected Martin Truex Jr., who had a fast car, and Kyle Larson, who's trying to get himself in the chase. I thought Kyle Larson had the car to do it today, but getting involved in that wreck and then having more problems really cost him, so it was a tough break for him. And then there was another big wreck. Kurt Busch got the lead when he was ahead of Harvick, and he had Logano up behind him. Kurt got loose off of 2, and he collected Logano's teammate Brad Keselowski. Chase got damaged from that wreck. That's where we got the damage. Matt Kenseth was in it. Ryan Blaney was in it, who's one of those guys trying to make it in the chase on points, or at least try and win in the Virginia Tech scheme, which is commemorating the Battle of Bristol, which is going to happen September 10th. The college football game, the Tennessee Volunteers versus Virginia Tech. It's going to be a fun game, although I'm going to be watching Richmond. Unless if it's a day game, then I'll watch it. Blaney was involved. Kenseth was involved. Kurt Busch, and Brad Keselowski, and Paul Menard was also in it, and so was Kyle Larson. And Chase, of course, and Jimmy Johnson. There was a few other guys involved, so it was a tough day for most of those guys. Stenhouse Jr., second place. That's his ties his second best. That ties his best finish at in his career at Bristol. His best finish came second at Bristol in 2014 during the rain pushed it back to a little bit of a night race, and it was in April or March, so it was a fun race for Stenhouse Jr., and he dedicated this race to Brian Clausen, who we lost after Watkins Glen, and we miss you, Brian Clausen, and Stenhouse honored him by wearing a special pink helmet that Brian loved, and he made his car, his Fastenal car, a throwback to Brian Clausen's 2008 Fastenal car when he drove for Ganassi Racing in 2008. We miss you, Brian Clausen, so much, and you're in our hearts, and we love you. We're going to miss you so much. But Stenhouse had a really great run. He came back from a speeding penalty. That was pretty impressive, and it was a couple good stories. Allmendinger had a top 10 finish. Trevor Bayne and Casey Kane had top 15, so did Orgamarola. Matt DiBenedetto, who finished 6th at Bristol in the spring. He finished 17th today. It was a good result for him. And Brian Scott had a good top 20 finish. It was a good day. As for Tony Stewart and his last Bristol start-finish story, that there was something wrong with the right rear, and he had to go to the garage, and he settled for 30th place. But after Harvick won, he and Tony went to do burnouts on the front stretch, so that was pretty cool. And Tony, we'd like to thank you for all the memories you've brought to the racing community at Bristol, and we're going to miss you. And if this is Jeff Gordon's last race, then thank you for everything. And can't wait to see him in the booth at Fox next year. And continuing to pray for Dale Jr. to get back soon. So I'll have Fun Fact Friday on Friday for Michigan, as we're coming up on 3 races left before the chase. Who's going to make it? Who's not? Nobody knows. It's only interesting when it happens after Richmond. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Put a good Eagle like on this video if you enjoyed it. Everybody have a nice night. And boogity, boogity, boogity. And see ya Friday.